Hello everyone, this is Big Boss, Calvin83. It's been a while. I haven't had the urge to make a video. Plus, I'm enrolled in school right now. Online classes, but the stuff that's going on, in my life, it's time consuming, and I've been mentally out of it. And plus, I've been trying to get myself psychologically healthy because I have endured so much damage and pain and suffering from my life where I had to get my health evaluated. So that's my update. The thing I want to talk about today is this is just about people. It's like if you don't like somebody, keep it to yourself. Especially when it comes to women, when they don't like a guy. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen in reverse, but it doesn't happen that often because women don't have to do anything. They have all the say so and all the pick, and you bitches know this. That's why you hate me so much. You want to spew out your man hating. You want to spew out your man hating and your man bashing, but you want me and a man like myself who has done nothing to you to sit back and be quiet. You want to use your rights and exercise your rights to do whatever you want to do and do whatever you want to me, but you expect no consequences. And that mindset is the reason why it happened again. Women, you create your own killers. People create their own killers. But women are the victims of murder. It's not because they're the weaker sex. You got both men and women who murder women out of them circumstances. You look at these key circumstances. Why is it that the woman is always, most of the time, the victim of a murder, a homicide, a murder-suicide, compared to the situation being in reverse? And it has nothing to do with men being more violent than women. That's a bunch of BS. We're the least violent. 80% of domestic violence is initiated by women. We all know this. They're not going to tell you on Oprah Winfrey shows like that. They're not going to say any feminist-orientated, operated television station. They're not going to say that. These crooked politicians right now trying to run for office are not going to bring these issues up. They're going to try to keep that swept under the rug, so they can get in office and fuck you in the ass real hard without no Vaseline. You get what I'm saying to you. You know I'm right on this. You want to exercise your bigotry and hatred and call it free speech, but if a person stands up for themselves and retaliates, they're in the wrong? Are you kidding me? You want to take away my right to freedom of speech or speaking the truth, but you feel that you have and you are entitled to your right for hatred and evil. You're dead wrong. You can't be any more wrong. Like I'm saying is, if you don't like somebody, keep it to yourself. Why do you gotta abuse somebody? Why you gotta mistreat somebody? Why you gotta deliberately go out your way to hurt somebody who's done nothing to you just so you can feel good about yourself? And it doesn't stop after the first grade. It gets worse. It doesn't stop after elementary school. It gets worse. It doesn't stop when you enter middle school. And that's just a time bomb. Because when high school takes off, Oh, you see it. Oh, you experience it. If you are undesirable, and that's one thing I want to talk about in my video about men. It doesn't matter if you're a good guy or a bad guy, or if you broke or rich, because you're just a guy. Difference is when it comes to rich ass motherfuckers, they just get a lot of fake ass women coming at them instead of being rejected. But at the end of the day, they get asked the fuck out. Just look at divorce court, getting raped for false rape claims and getting a lawsuit of harassment where he has to pay this settlement. Divorce, I mean, bitches taking like 90% of his assets. Fuck half. I'm talking about taking everything. Raping them for child support when he's more qualified and more established to take care of the child. And they don't want to keep track of that shit. No, nor enforce visitation because it ain't about the damn child. It's about funding their agenda. And you gotta be broken homeless to take care of her, give her a fucking living. While she's treating her kid like shit, especially if of a boy. Then she brings a bad boy. Then the bad boy is beating up the kid. Stepdaddy is molesting the kid, raping the kid, and he's living off the money. He's living off the child support and the welfare. And that does happen. I've seen that happen. I've lived through that. That's why I feel that system just needs to be done away with. But I understand, replace it. I'm telling you how to replace it. Cut that bullshit out. You got to get rid of the system. You have to destroy it. You cannot work in a system. You cannot change the system. You cannot change it. You just got to destroy it. The way we're going to replace it is like this. Get rid of it. Get our values back. Get our morals back. Hold people accountable. Stop rewarding bad behavior. And it's sad that people who do right don't get rewarded for good behavior. They get asked out. My thing is like this. The way people treat each other is the reason why you have violence. This is the reason why people don't trust each other. The reason why we have a high divorce rate. And the reason why we hate each other. Which is the reason why you got division. You gotta be above somebody. You gotta think you're better than somebody because you look a certain way, or you're this particular height, or you got resources. You got this amount of money. This person's living in an apartment. You living in a fucking mansion. They're living in a upper middle class house. They're living in the hood. You're living in some wealthy suburbia. Or I don't know, or they're just poor country, rural. They're taking the bus, they walk, taking the public transportation, but you got a car, they got a car, or like a old beat up car. You got a brand new car, and it costs like $100,000. And you think you're better just because you got money and all that stuff. That don't mean you're better than somebody. Just because you're considered more handsome by society's superficial bullshit ass standards, that doesn't mean you're better than somebody. Because when your looks fade, they're gonna fade like everybody else's, and you're gonna die alone like everybody else, or you get killed first, whatever, or you just die from some natural cause or some freak fucking accident. Chances are that's gonna be a homicide because the way people treat each other. My thing is to my message to people is this. If you don't like somebody, you got to ask yourself why you dislike this person. If they have not done anything ugly to you, and they never did you wrong, and if they did do you wrong, you got to ask yourself what part of the situation did you play in where you got victimized. I'm not saying that I'm not blaming you as a victim. If you're a victim of being done wrongfully. I'm not saying that even if you did make a poor choice in the matter, that person's still wrong. So don't get it confused. What I'm saying is with a lot of people, they're not honest with themselves. They know they said something they shouldn't have said. They know they did something they shouldn't have done. Where they got done wrong. And a lot of women, you play this victim. Y'all know the guy was a bad boy. You know the man was... It had nothing to do with his confidence. He don't have no damn confidence because he's not accountable. He thinks like a bitch, like you do. Because if the man was confident, you wouldn't be fucking filing the complaints or telling him and talk about what he ain't doing. Or what he is doing, which is wrong and immoral. But you keep rewarding bad behavior. You got a guy who's doing good behavior, but you treat him like shit. Because you're fucking evil and selfish. It doesn't matter. The reason why you're with the bad boy is because you find him attractive. It has nothing to do with being bad or good. It's about the bitch having an advantage. That's all. If she feels she can manipulate a guy with her pussy, or in some cases, if she got more money than the guy thinks she can control him. I don't know where women think they can just because they can make more money than the guy that she got control. You ain't got no damn control because you're calling the cops for throwing him out. And you got some cases where dude gets put out of his own home no matter what. Especially when you got kids. She takes everything from you. Takes all your resources. Then you got to start over. I mean, why y'all people talking about getting money just so you can get a fake ass gold digging bitch? I mean, I got more respect for a prostitute because, and what's hypocritical about women talking about prostitutes, whores and sluts, especially these feminists, they want to slam her for selling her body for money, but they're married, they get with guys with money, then fuck them in divorce court. Or they file some fake ass bullshit sexual harassment lawsuit or some kind of bullshit gender discrimination that did not happen. Or you just took the truth around and you flipped it to what you wanted. And you envisioned what you want to believe. Which ain't the fact, it's an opinion. It's a biased ass opinion. You know, you're playing victim and you're not the victim. You're the fucking perpetrator. You know, you want to, I mean, at least the prostitute is paying her dues. Hey, I got fiat here. I need fiat currency to suck your dick. And your wish is my command. Y'all bitches, y'all don't want to do that. Y'all want to date the guy with money and expect him to do X, Y, Z, all this extra bullshit so you can get, and then you want to decide whether you want to sleep with him or not. But what I don't understand is you expect this guy to have his stuff together so he can take care of your lazy ass. Even if you are on point or not. You got bitches who are on point, but they want man to make, they want to fucking, you got women making like 300 grand, but they want a fucking Donald Trump. You talking about that's some real ass gold digging. You want to require somebody to do something for you, but you can't hit that measuring stick. You can't hit that standard yourself. How are you going to hold somebody to a different standard, but you can't even live up to your own standard? You want this dude to fulfill your to live up to your standards, but you ain't willing to live up to your own fucking standards, let alone his standards. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all the worst gold diggers. Y'all think because you got a career that makes you less of a gold digger? No, it makes you more of an entitled, spoiled ass bitch of a gold digger. Times 10. I mean, at least the bitch who ain't got nothing. At least she honest. But don't require me to do something when you ain't willing to do it yourself. And then you pick some guy who ain't doing that shit, but you giving him the pussy. Because you're that selfish. That's all you women do. Y'all play men left and right. You're fucking users. That's why I said it doesn't even matter if you're a good guy or a bad guy, because you live in a matriarchal society where it's brewing with misandry. Man hating. These bitches just get with these guys because they're attracted to them. And also they know these guys that it's not going to last because she got some advantage because, hey, she don't have to, hey, the bad boy ain't got no program. Hey, the guy is too easily pussy whipped and easily manipulated with pussy and money, but most of the time pussy and emotional manipulation and abuse, play with his emotions and feelings, that which leads to fucking violence and her running her fucking mouth and ain't thinking. So she gets with these guys because you ask them, what kind of guy are you going for? What about this guy? What about that? Oh, I'm not attracted to him. Oh, he's a tyrant. How is he a tyrant? You don't even go with guys like that. So how you never even been in a relationship with the nice guy? So how can he be a chauvinist? I've been told that. Or you're too boring. How do you know that? What am I boring in? We never did anything. We never did anything together. Nor did I ever have to get the chance to. So how am I boring? Why? Because I didn't make no big ass first impression? Get the fuck out of here. I mean, like, first impressions are everything. No, it's not everything. When you're really serious about getting to know somebody, it takes forever to know them. Time tells you the truth. You understand what I'm saying? Time tells you the truth. You know what I mean? Time tells you the truth. Because your hoe ain't dripping on the fucking floor, that doesn't mean you reject the dude. That's so fucking stupid. What do I expect from stupid people who are just born stupid with the dumbing down process? And another thing, if you're not attracted to the person, why do you gotta be mean to this person? If they don't fit the image that that person should be for you to make you happy, you're gonna just mistreat them because of that? That's how I'm talking about. This world as an evil ass place. I don't do that because they don't fit the image that I personally feel they should be. But I can't judge them because I don't know them nor the situation. Maybe they don't want to be that image. It's their life. I'm not God. I'm not trying to say you need to live like this because this is the right way. And the way you're living is wrong. You can't make that judgment. Because the same people who like to judge other people, you can't judge them. Oh, the minute you criticize them or critique them, give them a lecture, oh, they want to fight, want to throw blows. I mean, it's fucking hypocrisy. You people are going to be mean as hell to somebody and label them and stereotype them out because they don't fit the mold or they don't fit in with the group thing, and they think for themselves. They question shit. They live by the truth. They don't live by opinion and popular bullshit propaganda of speech and call it the truth because the school system said it and society and the elites say it. So people with money and like entertainers, they say like MTV, VH1, saying and Nickelodeon. Basically, the Jewish people who are above us, who think they're gods, but they're satanic atheist Nazis, like the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers. That's why I mentioned their names. And the other motherfuckers who with them and affiliated too. So it's because they say you gotta think like this. Should you really be thinking like this? I mean, why would you listen to them? They're not out for your best interest. I mean, this tells me that most people don't grow the fuck up. You want to mistreat somebody and put somebody down because your dick ain't hard or your pussy ain't wet on the floor. And especially when it comes to men, you got men because, oh, the girl said you ain't cute and you're not the status quo, so I'm gonna be like a little bitch ass pussy lip faggot, vagina male. Some pussy lip, homophobic, loser, jerk, bitch made nothing ass male, who's a fucking airhead and will do anything for pussy. Well, I'm just gonna listen to her and throw my own brother underneath the bus so I can get laid. Or so I can get that hot girl because that defines my manhood. People are so fucking retarded, it's not even funny. It's just retarded. I'm gonna close this video out. And it's hypocrisy. People want to talk about. My thing is, if you don't like somebody or you don't agree with what they do, why do you have to go out your way to treat them bad when they have done nothing to you? And if they did do something to you, you got to ask yourself, what was said first? Who started what? And what did you do? What role did you play what led to you having a dispute? Or what led to having resentment? Well, I heard this and I heard that, and people are saying this. No, no. What happened to you? Who gives a damn that let's just say that if that's true. So, well, because one of your friends had a problem with this person. That don't mean, how do you know your friend is in the right, or your family member is in the right? How do you know that they're telling you the truth? That they're telling the truth? You got a lot of people who tell a story or talk about an event and an experience that they had, but they're not really honest. It's just one side, just their point of view, their own prejudice, their own bias, but you don't know the other half. And don't give me this crap. Don't give me this bullshit ass crap. Well, they would never lie to me. Oh, my girl would never lie to me. My family members would never lie to me. And my friends would never lie to me. We all have lied. And unintentionally and intentionally. Do you tell your parents, have you ever told your parents that you were smoking weed? Did you ever tell them that you were driving 100 miles per hour when you shouldn't have been doing? Did you ever tell them that you were fucking with prostitutes? Or did you ever tell them you were having a menage a trois and you went out binge drinking, or you slept with 50 dudes that night, or you fucked 50 bitches? I mean, would you ever tell your parents that, or anybody close to you, like your relatives, your family, that right away? I rest my case. People, and especially people who look up to you, see you as a higher class. Would you ever tell them that information? Or you had a gay fling? Or you gambled your money away? Or you beat somebody up? Or you stole something? Really, you talk about, people who say this, talk about, oh, they would never lie to me, but they're the biggest liars who say that statement. But again, it goes back to what I'm saying is, why would you go out your way to hurt somebody, mistreat somebody, make them feel bad about themselves because they're not living up to your standards of the way the world should be? They're not doing things the way you feel they should be doing. Or they don't have this, they don't look like this, they don't talk like this, they don't have that. What gives you the right? Who died and made you God? And that's real talk, because they don't do things the way you should do, or because they're not like you and your friends who you think because you and your friends think a certain way that it's got to be right. And no, you're wrong. Your way is not the only way in this world. You got to look at people's circumstances. I'm not saying excusing it if it's bad, but I'm just saying you got to look at all sides. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of you people ain't worldly. You're not open-minded. You're closed-minded. Because you never grew up. You go through school, you go through the educational system. They're telling you their way of doing things, which is not true. It's a lie. You're getting one perspective from a teacher, from a principal, administrator. But that doesn't mean that's the one way of doing things. Or you go to university. You're being indoctrinated. You're not being educated. If you're educated, you understand that there's more than one way of doing things. There's multiple ways. There's all many types of people. Hell, you think these people are. You like to label somebody and say that they're abnormal, but they can say that you're not normal because you're not doing things that they're doing. And there's some people. I ever stop and think that everybody's different. But we got this desirable and undesirable category. And it's fucking sad. And then you wonder why it happened again. That's why you create your own killers. My thing is, if you don't like somebody, unless you really know them and know their character and their personality, if you don't like that, that's one thing. But be respectful. But a lot of times, you're going by looks. You're going by the way a person talks and their mannerisms and And you're rejecting them based on some superficial bullshit. Or because of what you heard. Fuck what you heard. Just people talking about you behind your back. And they're gonna talk about they talk about you behind your back, and they're blaming the person that they dislike to cover their own ass. Stupid ass high school shit, but that you got from the fucking media. When you watch these shows on ABC, the Disney Channel, these teen shows showing you how when you're grown up, how this is how a kid acts, this is how a teenager acts, this is how a college student acts at a certain age, this is how a 30-year-old acts, 40-year-old, 50-year-old. That's not true. That's insane. Nobody acts like that. Everybody's their own individual. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shit, I broke it. That's what I'm saying. You know, my thing is, treat people the way you want to be treated. Stop judging people and labeling somebody from 1 to 5 seconds when you don't want that done on to you. If you don't like somebody, that's fine. You don't have to like them, but respect them as a person. Common courtesy. Everybody starts off with a clean slate from your perspective, not what you heard, or not because they don't look a certain way or they're not attractive. That's just fucking retarded. You need to treat people the way you want to be treated. If you don't like somebody, keep it to your fucking self. If they haven't done nothing to you, don't fucking bother them and mistreat them and feel all big and bad. Or you'll be like that stupid ass kid in Florida who got stabbed. The senior in high school was picking on this fucking freshman. The kid was 17 at the time, and he was fucking with this 14-year-old freshman. And it kept, bullying that nobody grows the fuck up out of. The senior kid kept bullying him, and he was he was a spoiled child, looking at his clothes, and chances are he had a nice car from his parents, and he thought it was the shit, and he was part of the star athlete, probably president of the student council, class president. Those political bullshit organizations. That he was part of the rich kids, popular people, and he did whatever he had to do to fit in. And guess what? He's dead. You don't like somebody, you keep it to yourself. If they have done nothing to you, you leave the person be. And if you do have a problem, you got to ask yourself, what role did you play in? Are you going off of hearsay? Are you going off of what somebody told you? Or are you going off you dealing with that person from previous experience? And a lot of you people don't have previous experience. You're just going off of what some fucking gossip, like bitches do. And it's fucking retarded. You people need to grow the fuck up. That's why we're fucked up in the world. This is why this world is so fucking violent and so fucking cold-hearted and so we're not equal. Everybody, you got a rich and a poor, which shouldn't be. Everybody should be the same. And they want to tell you that communism is bad in school when actually it's pretty good because everybody got the same shit. Everybody got their own personality and interests, but we're all equal still on that plateau. No, but everybody got to have more than somebody and be above somebody and think that makes them better. No, it makes you a fucking parasite. And if you cool with it, if you want to live like that, fine. But don't complain when you got violence and revolutions and wars happening. You people need to wake up. Cut this world peace bullshit. Y'all don't fucking believe in that. If you truly believe in world peace, you would grow the fuck up and treat people the way you want to be treated and make sure everybody has a fair shake in life. Because that's what you want deep down inside. A lot of people who say there's no such thing are the same people who already been accepted and already had their life handed to them on a silver platter. That's what I'm talking about. It's fucking hypocrisy. Anyway, let me get off this video. That's all I gotta say for now. I'm out. Peace.
Oh, I painted my toenails and my regular nails, but you can't really see it. They're really light colored and there's flowers on them. And I would show you my toes, except I don't know if you guys would want to see them. Maybe I will show you anyway. I don't know how to show you guys my toes. Toes? Flowers on my toes. Okay, that looks really strange, but those are my feet.